Good afternoon to one and all present here. Mathematics is seen everywhere. Numbers encircles the whole epoch. Mathematics may not teach us how to add love or to subtract hatred, but it really gives a hope that every problem has a solution. A warm greeting to each one of you present here. It's my pleasure to be a moderator for Mrs. Krishna Mal and Sisters Scholastica's Endowment Lecture organized by the Department of Mathematics, Holy Cross College, Autonomous, Nagarkoil. I am Gigi of 2nd MSc Mathematics. On behalf of the Department of Mathematics, I am much delighted to offer a hearty welcome to everyone gathered over here for this meeting. Prayer does not change God, but it changes the person who prays. Respecting our rich tradition and system, let us commence this session by invoking the blessings of the Lord Almighty as we listen this prayer song in silence. Always let's welcome the new day with beautiful hopes, ambitions, and aims in our life. So, to begin this day, I call upon Ms. Annie of 2nd MSc Mathematics to deliver the welcoming address.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's my privilege to welcome one and all present here. I thank God Almighty for making us together today. First, I am very happy and grateful to welcome Dr. K. Selvakumar, Associate Professor, Department of Mathematics, MS University. His field of specialization is algebraic graph theory. He has published 2 national, 44 international, and 10 papers in SCA journals. He also has reviewed 18 papers in American Mathematical Society journal. He published 3 books in algebra and graph theory. He is here to share his ideas with us. Sir, it's our immense pleasure to have you here today. Welcome you, sir.
Thank you, thank you.
Next, I would like to welcome Mrs. Krishnamal and Mrs. Gilch. We are happy in your presence. Welcome you, ma'am. Next, I extend my warm welcome to Dr. Arulflower Mary, head of the department, who felicitates this gathering, and other staff members to this meeting. Welcome you, ma'am. Next, I would like to welcome all our dear friends who are here to gain ideas. Guys, be attentive and observe clearly and take the ideas with you. Welcome you all, dear friends. Once again, I welcome everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Annie, for your delightful welcome address. A true leader has the confidence to stand alone, the courage to make tough decisions, and the compassion to listen to the needs of others. We all surely accept that our leader, Dr. Arulflower Mary, has all these characters, and her leadership is the ability to get extraordinary achievements from ordinary people. Now, I would like to call upon our true leader to express her felicitation, since her good wishes means a lot on this special occasion.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's my pleasant privilege to introduce and speak a few words about the sponsors of this endowment lecture. We have combined Mrs. Krishnamal's and Sister Scholastica's endowment lectures today. Mrs. Krishnamal is our former head of the department and is at present the director of Aditya Max Academy, the premier mathematics academy in the district. As a student, I have seen her expertise in problem-solving techniques, particularly in both differential and integral calculus. Also, her astronomy classes were so interesting that even today, when we visit the planetarium in Trivandrum, I remember her explanations about constellations, solar system, the Milky Way, etc. We have an MOU with her institute, and she conducts value-added courses for our UG students and summer training programs for our PG students every year. She loves mathematics and puts in a lot of effort to obtain employment to her students in Group 4 services, banks, TRB, and other government jobs. On behalf of myself and all the mathematics faculty of our college, I thank her with all my heart. Next, I would like to speak a few words on Dr. Jilt. She is a multi-talented personality of the Tamil department. Gratitude is the language of the heart. Though Dr. Jilt belongs to a different department, out of her love and gratitude to our late principal, Reverend Sister Scholastica, she has sponsored this lecture in her name. I thank her sincerely on behalf of myself and all the mathematics faculty of our college. Thank you, ma'am. Now, I also extend my personal welcome to our resource person and hand over the mic to him. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for guiding us, inspiring us, and making us what we are today. Thank you, ma'am. We are grateful to Dr. K. Selvakumar, Assistant Professor of Manomaniyam Sundaranar University, for accepting our invitation and becoming a chief guest of today's event. Here he is to share about algebraic graph theory. With great honor and respect, I would like to welcome Dr. K. Selvakumar to share his valuable ideas. Please welcome, sir.
Thank you. First of all, I thank organizing committee for this wonderful occasions. I thank head of the Department of Mathematics, Holy Cross College, and principal of Holy Cross College also. I thank my classmate, Mrs. Jesmalar, In this talk, I discuss some graph construction from various algebraic structures like groups and groups, rings, and vector space. Okay. My my title of the talk is algebraic graph theory. Okay. Algebraic graph theory. In this talk, how to construct a graph from groups and how to construct a graph from rings and how to construct a graph from vector space. We discussed the construction of graph from various algebraic structures. Okay. In this talk, first we discuss about the construction of graph from groups. Okay. Construction of graphs from finite group. Okay. Finite group. Here first discuss about the power graph of finite group. Power graph of finite group. Okay. So a graph, what do you mean by graph? Graph is an ordered pair. V is a non-empty set of vertices and E is an edge set of G. Okay. So in this case, we define finite power graph of finite group. In power graph is here, let G be a finite group and gamma of G. Gamma of G is a power graph of G. Okay. Okay. Power graph is denoted by gamma of G. Here vertex set of gamma of G is elements of G. Elements of G, where G is a finite group. Okay. Two elements X and Y belongs to V of G. X and Y belongs to V of G. X and Y are adjacent. X and Y are adjacent if X equal to Y power T. X equal to Y power T or Y equal to X power T. For some T belongs to a natural number. Okay. So G be a finite group and power graph of G is denoted by gamma of G. Is a graph with vertex set is elements of G. Okay. Two elements X and Y are adjacent in gamma of G if X equal to Y power T or Y equal to X power T for some T belongs to N. For some T belongs to N. Okay. In this graph, in general, in finite group, order of every element is finite. Okay. Order of every element is finite. Okay. So order of identity. Okay. In a finite group, order of every element is finite for every X belongs to G. Okay. So we take in power graph of G, suppose order of X equal to M. Suppose order of X equal to M, then X power M equal to identity. By definition of order of an element. In a finite group, order of every element is finite. So order of x equal to m. So by definition of order of x power m equal to identity. Okay, for every x belongs to G. Okay, for every x belongs to G. So by definition, x and y are adjacent if either x equal to y power t or y equal to x power t. Here, identity is equal to x power m for every x belongs to G. So, from this, identity is adjacent to every other elements of G. Okay. Identity is adjacent to every other elements of G. Okay. Here, x power m equal to e. For each x belongs to G, x power m equal to e for some m belongs to n. Okay. So e is adjacent to every other elements of G. Every other elements of G minus e. So in this case, gamma of G is connected. Okay. Gamma of G is connected. What do you mean by connected graph? We take in a graph, we take any two vertices connected by, there is a path between two vertices. Okay. So in general, for any finite group, power graph of G is connected. Okay. Suppose, for example, consider a Caylin-4 group. Caylin-4 group. Here E, A, B, C. Okay. Here order of A square equal to identity in a Caylin-4 group. A square equal to identity and B square equal to identity and C square equal to identity. Okay. So E. So power graph of P4, A is adjacent to E. Okay. And by this result, B is adjacent to E and C is adjacent to E. Okay. So is a power graph of Caylin-4 group. Okay, is a power graph of Caylin-4 group. Okay. Suppose consider Z4 is a cyclic group of order 4. Okay, it's a cyclic group of order 4. So in general, identity is adjacent to every other elements of a group G. Okay, so here 0 is adjacent to 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Next one is here Z4 is a group under addition modulo 4. Okay, group under addition modulo 4. So here 2 equal to 1 plus 1, that is equal to 1 square. In Z4 2 equal to 1 plus 1. 1 square denotes 1 plus 1. 3. 1 square denotes 1 plus 1. So 2 equal to 1 square. So by definition of power graph, 1 and 2 are adjacent. Okay. Next 3 equal to 1 plus 1 plus 1. That is 1 plus 1 plus 1 denotes 1 power 3. So 1 power 3 equal to 3. So again by definition 1 and 3 are adjacent. Okay. Next 2 equal to 3 plus 3. Here 3 plus 3 is 6 and addition modulo 4, then we get 3 plus 3 is nothing but 2. Okay. So 3 plus 2 is nothing but 2. So this denotes 3 square. Okay, 3 square equal to 2. So we get by definition 2 and 3 are adjacent. So it's a power graph of gamma of Z4. It's a power graph of gamma of Z4. Okay. Next, some example. Consider S3. S3 or D6 dihetero group. Okay. 1 R square and SR square. Okay. In general, any non-abelian group of order 6 is isomorphic to S3. Okay. So S3 and D6 are isomorphic. So we consider the elements of D6. So 1 R square, SR square. Okay. Here gamma of S3. Gamma of S3. Here 1 is adjacent to 1 is adjacent to all other elements of D6. Okay. So 1 and R are adjacent, R square and 1 are adjacent, and SR and SR square. Okay. In general, in a power graph, identity is adjacent to all other vertices. Okay. So 1 is adjacent to all other vertices. Here R power 2. R power 2 is nothing but R square. Okay. So R power 2 equal to R square. So by definition of power graph, R and R square are adjacent. Okay. And S square is nothing but 1. S square is nothing but 1. And SR power the whole square is also equal to 1. And SR square power 2 is also equal to 1. Okay. So this is a power graph of GAM S3. It's a power graph of S3. Okay. Next is some algebraic properties for this graph. Suppose order of x. Suppose order of x equal to 2 for every x belongs to G minus identity. Okay. We consider in a group order of every non-identity element is 2. Order of every non-identity element is 2 for every x belongs to G minus C. Then G is abelian. Okay. Standard result. In a group, order of every element is 2, then a group is abelian. Okay. In this case, gamma of G. In this case, gamma of G is a star graph. In this case, gamma of G is a star graph because a order of x equal to 2 means x square equal to identity. X square equal to identity. Okay. So identity is adjacent to every other elements. Okay. Identity is adjacent to every other elements of G minus V. Okay. Suppose take any two elements in this. Here x square equal to identity, then in general x power n equal to either identity if n is even and n is odd, x power n equal to nothing but x. Okay. So in general x power n is either identity or x. Okay. So x and non-adjacent. So then we get this graph is isomorphic to k1 comma order of G minus 1. So it's a star graph or complete bipartite graph. So in this case, order of every element of G is 2. Then the power graph of G is a star graph. Okay. Suppose G is a G is a finite group. G is a finite group. If P is an odd prime, suppose P is an odd prime, P divides order of G. P divides order of G, then growth of gamma of G is 3. Growth means length of the shortest cycle in gamma of G. Okay, growth of gamma of G is 3. Here G is a finite group and P is an odd prime. P divides order of G, then growth of gamma of G is equal to 3, where growth is a length of the shortest cycle. Okay, we prove this result. Here given is P divides order of G. Okay, so in PG algebra we know that Cauchy's theorem. By Cauchy's theorem, P is a prime divides order of G, then there exists an element A belongs to G and A not equal to identity such that A power P equal to identity. Okay. A power P equal to identity, that is order of A equal to P. Order of A equal to P. Okay. So order of A equal to P implies the ideal subgroup generated by A, cyclic subgroup generated by A is nothing but P. Okay. So from this, every element of this cyclic group is of the form E A square up to A power P minus 1. Okay, A power P minus 1. Okay. So by definition of gamma of G, by definition of gamma of G, A power P equal to identity and A square, this equal to X, consider it X, A square equal to X. So X equal to A square, that is equal to A the whole square. Okay. So from the definition of power graph, E is adjacent to A and A is adjacent to A square. A is adjacent to A square. Identity is adjacent to every other element. Okay. So we get gamma of G contains K3 as a subgraph. Okay. So from this growth of gamma of G is 3. Because is a length K3 is a smallest cycle. Okay. So this gamma power graph of G contains K3 as a subgraph. So this gamma of G contains K3. So growth of gamma of G is equal to 3. Okay. So by using Cauchy's theorem, we prove this result. Okay. Next one is these are the fundamentals of power graph of a finite group. Okay. Next we introduce another graph like intersection graph of a finite group. Okay, next graph is intersection graph of a finite group. Okay. Here in this graph is denoted by gamma dash of G. Okay. Intersection graph of finite group where G is a finite group. Here in this graph, vertex set of this graph, gamma dash of G is equal to collection of all subgroups of G. Collection of all subgroups of G, and H is not equal to identity and H not equal to G. Okay. Gamma dash of G denotes the intersection graph of a finite group G. We see a simple graph with vertex that is a collection of all non-trivial subgroups of G. Collection of all non-trivial subgroups of G. Okay. Two subgroups H1 and H2 are adjacent. Two subgroups H1 and H2 are adjacent if H1 intersection H2 is not equal to identity. Okay. H1 intersection H2 is not equal to identity. This graph is a intersection graph of subgroups of a finite group G. Okay. Here vertex set is collection of all non-trivial subgroups of G. Two vertices H1 and H2 are adjacent if H1 intersection H2 is not equal to identity. Okay. Suppose if order of G is prime, then in PG algebra group theory, identity and G are only subgroups of G. Okay, a group of every group of prime order contains exactly two subgroups, identity and G. So in this case, a vertex set of gamma dash of G is empty. Okay, a vertex set contains only non-trivial subgroups. Okay, vertex set contains only non-trivial subgroups. So here order of G is prime, then identity and G are only subgroups of G. So by definition, vertex set of gamma dash of G is empty set. So in this case, gamma dash of G is an empty graph. In this case, gamma of G is an empty graph. Okay. Okay. In for example, consider G equal to Z4. Okay. G equal to Z4. Z4 equal to 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay. First list all subgroups of this. Okay. Here 0 and G and Z4 are trivial subgroups. சரியா? Okay. And the next subgroup is 0, 2. 0, 2 is a subgroup of Z4. Only Z4 contains 3 subgroups only. Here in V of gamma dash of Z4, V of gamma dash of Z4 contains only non-trivial subgroup. Here this group contains only one non-trivial subgroup, that is we consider H. So vertex set of gamma dash of Z4 is nothing but just a singleton H. Okay. So the corresponding graph is isomorphic to K1. Just this graph contains only one vertex, so this graph is isomorphic to K1. Okay. In general, consider G equal to Z30. G equal to Z30. Anyone find the number of subgroups of Z30? Anyone? In Z30, how many subgroups are there in Z30? How many subgroups are there in Z30? Anyone? Okay. In general, in Z30, in Zn, if D divides N, then D generates a unique subgroup. Okay, it's a subgroup of Zn. Okay. For For each D divides N, D generates a unique subgroup. Okay, so the number of subgroups of Zn is tau of n. Tau of n denotes the number of positive divisors of n. Number of positive divisors of n. That is, formula is n equal to p1 power k1, p2 power k2, and so on, pr power kr, where pi's are distinct prime. Then tau of n is equal to k1 plus 1, k2 plus 1, and so on, kr plus 1. Okay, this is a number of positive divisors of n. Okay, here 6, here's 30 equal to 2 into 3 into 5. That is 2 power 1, 3 power 1, and 5 power 1. So tau of 30 equal to 1 plus 1 into 1 plus 1 into 1 plus 1. Okay, that is equal to 8 devices. That is 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 10, and 15, 30 are positive divisors of 30. Okay, so 1 generates whole group. Okay, and 30 generates singleton 0. 30 generates singleton 0. So other numbers generates the non-trivial subgroups. Okay, other numbers generates the non-trivial subgroups. Okay, so 2 ideal subgroup generated by 2 as a vertex, and subgroup generated by 3, and subgroup generated by 5, and subgroup generated by 6, 10, and 15. Okay, so these are all non-trivial subgroups of G. Okay, adjacency is H1 and H2 are adjacent if H1 intersection H2 is singleton identity, not equal to identity. Okay, here 2 subgroups, 3, and intersection of this subgroup is not equal to identity, because 6 belongs to this 2. 6 belongs to ideal generated, sorry, subgroup generated by 2 intersections subgroup generated by 3. Okay, so by definition these two subgroups are adjacent. Okay, next, this subgroup contains 6. Okay, this subgroup contains 6, so this subgroup contains 6 also, so these 2 subgroups are adjacent. Next, 10 belongs to this subgroup, 10 belongs to this subgroup, and 10 belongs to this. So intersection is not equal to identity. So this 2 subgroups are adjacent. Next, and 6 belongs to this subgroup. So 6 also in this. So these 2 subgroups are adjacent. Okay, and here 15 belongs to this subgroup, and 15 belongs to the subgroup. So intersection is not equal to identity. Okay, and 15 belongs to this, and 15 belongs to this subgroup. So intersection is not equal to identity, and 10 belongs to the subgroup. Okay, so adjacent, and 2, and subgroup generated by 2, and subgroup generated by 5. Okay, here 10 belongs to the subgroup. Okay, 10 belongs to the subgroup, so 10 also in the subgroup. So intersection is not equal to identity, so these 2 subgroups are adjacent. Okay, and here these 2 subgroups are not adjacent, because a subgroup generated by 10 is equal to 0, 10, 20. Okay, Subgroup generated by 6 is 0, 6, 12, 18, 24. Okay. And the subgroup generated by 5 is equal to 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25 only. Okay. So these two are non-adjacent. So the power graph of Z30 is this. Oh, sorry. Intersection graph of Z30 is this. Okay. If in general, if order of G equal to P into Q, where P and Q are prime. Okay, P and Q are prime, and G is abelian group. G is abelian group. Okay. So then this group is isomorphic to ZP cross ZQ. Okay. Here P and Q are distinct prime. P not equal to Q. Order of G is PQ, where P and Q are distinct prime and G is abelian. Then G is isomorphic to ZP cross ZQ. In this case, subgroups are non-trivial subgroups. Non-trivial subgroups of G are ZP cross 0 and 0 cross ZQ. Okay, these are all only non-trivial subgroups of this group G. So here we are gamma dash of G is equal to these two elements. Okay, so but the intersection of these two subgroup is equal to just a singleton 0, 0. Okay, identity. So intersection is not equal to 0. So this graph is ZP cross 0 and Z0 cross ZP. So gamma dash of G. So this graph is isomorphic to K2 complement. This graph is totally disconnected. Okay, this graph is totally disconnected. Okay. Next one is if order of H is any subgroup of G. Okay, H is any subgroup of G. Suppose you can see, suppose order of H equal to P for all subgroup H in G. For all non-trivial subgroups. Okay. Suppose G is any group and every non-trivial subgroup of G of order is prime. Then H1 intersection H2 is just a singleton identity only. Okay. In a group G, every non-trivial subgroup of G of order is prime. Then the intersection of any two subgroup is identity. Okay, intersection of any two subgroup is identity. So in this case, gamma dash of G is totally disconnected. Totally disconnected. So this graph contains no edges. Okay, this graph contains no edges. Okay, and suppose order of G is P square. Order of G is P square. In this case, order of every subgroup is P for all non-trivial. Order of G is P square. Then G is abelian. Is standard result. Okay. Any group of order P square is abelian. Okay. Suppose G is a group of order P square, then order of every non-trivial subgroup is P. H of G. Okay. So in this case, we get the same result. Okay, in this case, H1 intersection H2 is singleton identity. Okay, so in this case, gamma dash of G is totally disconnected. Totally disconnected. Okay. And for in general, for any graph, for any group, for any finite group, okay, for any finite group G, gamma dash of G is either connected or totally disconnected. Okay, either connected or totally disconnected. Okay, so for example, G equal to D6 diagonal group, that is equal to 1 R square SR square. Okay, here non-trivial subgroups are 1 R square and 1 comma S and 1 comma SR and 1 comma SR square. Okay, so we take H1, H2 and H3, H4. Here Hi intersection Hg is just a singleton one only. Okay, so gamma dash of D6 is isomorphic to K4 complement. That is totally disconnect. Complement of a complete graph on 4 vertices. Okay, so in generally for any finite group, intersection graph of a finite group is either connected or totally disconnected. We observe the following result. Okay, and next definition is next graph is a graph construction from a ring. Okay, next graph constructed out of a ring. Okay, here here we first define a co-maximal ideal graph of commutative ring. Okay, co-maximal ideal graph of commutative ring. Okay, co-maximal ideal graph of commutative. First இந்த டெஃபினேஷன் தெரியணும்னா நம்ம ரிங் தியரியில கோமேக்சிமல் ஐடியல்னு சில விஷயங்கள் படிச்சிருப்போம். சரியா, கோமேக்சிமல் ஐடியல். ஓகே, இப்போ ரெண்டு ஐடியல் எடுத்துக்கிறேன், I1 and I2 are comaximal. If I1 plus I2 equal to whole ring. Two ideals I1 and I2 are comaximal if I1 plus I2 equal to R, whole ring. Okay, here I1 plus I2 is the smallest ideal containing I1 and I2. Okay, so here two ideals are comaximal if I1 sum of two ideal is equal to whole ring. So R is the smallest ring containing both I1 and I2. Okay, R is the smallest ideal containing both I1 and I2. Okay, using this definition we define comaximal ideal graph of commutative ring. Okay, first we consider R is a commutative ring. R is a commutative ring with identity. Okay, I just give you one example for co-maximal ideal. Okay, consider Z12. Consider Z12. Okay, the ideals are 2, ideal generated by 2, ideal generated by 3, ideal generated by 4, and ideal generated by 6. These are only non-trivial ideals of Z12. Okay. Find all divisors of 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. So these four elements generates the non-trivial ideals. So ideal generated by 2 and ideal generated by 3, ideal generated by 4, and ideal generated by 6. Here 2 ideal generated by 2 plus ideal generated by 3 is equal to Z12, because this ideal contains Z2. This ideal contains 2 and 3 belongs to ideal generated by 3. Okay. So sum of 2 ideal is an ideal. So sum of 2 ideal is an ideal. So 2 plus 3 belongs to ideal generated by 2 plus ideal generated by 3. Okay. This is equal to nothing but 5. In Z12, 5 is a unit element. 5 is a unit element. Okay. So any ideal contains a unit. Any ideal contains a unit element, then this ideal is whole ring. Z12. Okay. Any ideal contains a unit, then the ideal is a whole ring. Okay. So here 2 and 3 are co-maximal. 2 and 3 are co-maximal, but 2 and 4 are ideal generated by 4 is lies in ideal generated by 2. Okay. So these two ideals are not co-maximal. Similarly, ideal generated by 6 is a subset of ideal generated by 3. So these two ideals are not co-maximal, and ideal generated by 6 subset of ideal generated by 2. So these two ideals are not co-maximal. So the only co-maximal ideals are 2 and ideal generated by 2 and ideal generated by 3 in this ring. Okay. Using this idea, we construct a co-maximal ideal graph of commutative ring. In this case, we consider gamma 1 of R. R is a commutative ring with identity. Okay, is a co-maximal ideal graph of commutative ring. Okay, here vertex set of this graph is gamma 1 of R is collection of all ideals such that collection of all ideals I is not equal to 0 and I not equal to R. I is not equal to R. So vertex set of co-maximal ideal graph is collection of all non-trivial ideals of R. Okay, two ideals, two vertices here, I1 and I2 are adjacent if I1 and I2 are co-maximal. Okay. Co-maximal ideal graph of commutative ring is a simple graph with the vertex set is this, and two vertices I1 and I2 are adjacent if and only if I1 plus I2 equal to R. I1 plus I2 equal to R. Okay. First, some trivia, suppose R is a local ring. R is a local ring. What do you mean by local ring? Anyone? What do you mean by a local ring? Any example? Okay. Local ring is a ring with a unique maximal ideal. Okay. R is a local ring if it contains a unique maximal ideal. Okay, R is a local ring if it contains unique maximal ideal. It contains only one maximal ideal. Okay, for example, consider Z4. Z4 is a local ring because 0 and 2 is a maximal ideal. Maximal ideal. Okay, but Z6 is Z4 is a local ring. Okay, Z4 is a local ring, but Z6 not a local ring. Local ring because ideal generated by 2 and ideal generated by 3 are maximal ideals of Z6. Okay, so this ring contains at least 2 maximal ideal, so this ring is not a local ring. So Z4 is a local ring. In general, Zp power n. Okay, Zp power n is a local ring, and ideal generated by P is a maximal ideal. Is a only maximal ideal in this ring. Okay, maximal ideal. So in local ring, okay, first we consider R is a local. We consider R is a local ring. Okay, so from this M is a maximal ideal. M is a maximal ideal. Okay, M is a maximal ideal. In ring theory ஒரு ஸ்டாண்டர்ட் ரிசல்ட் பார்த்துருப்போம். எனி ப்ராப்பர் ஐடியல் இஸ் கண்டெய்ன்ட் இன் சம் மேக்சிமல் ஐடியல்னு ஒரு ரிசல்ட் படிச்சிருப்போம் சரியா. ஸோ இங்கே லோக்கல் ரிங்கில் ஒரே ஒரு மேக்சிமல் ஐடியல் தான் இருக்குது. ஸோ இப்போ எந்த ஒரு ப்ராப்பர் ஐடியல் எடுத்தாலும் அந்த ப்ராப்பர் ஐடியல் எங்கே இருக்குன்னா எம்ல தான் இருக்கும். ஓகே, எனி ப்ராப்பர் ஐடியல் இஸ் கண்டெய்ன்ட் இன் சம் மேக்சிமல் ஐடியல். இது வந்து ரிங் தியரியில் உள்ள ஸ்டாண்டர்டான ரிசல்ட். ஓகே, ஸோ ஃபார் எனி ப்ராப்பர் ஐடியல் எடுங்க, அந்த ஐடியல் எங்கே இருக்குன்னா எம்ல தான் இருக்கும் சரியா. இப்போ 2 ஐடியல் எடுங்க, I1 அண்ட் I2 ஆர் ஐடியல்ஸ் இன் ஆர் எடுத்துக்கோங்க. இப்போ I1 + I2 எங்கே இருக்குன்னா I1 இப்போ I1ம் I2 எங்கே இருக்குன்னா கண்டிப்பாக இந்த ரிசல்ட் படி எம்ல தான் இருக்கும். 2 ஐடியல் எனி ஐடியல் எடுக்கேன், I1 I2 எடுக்கேன். I1 அண்ட் I2 ஆர் ப்ராப்பர் ஐடியல். ஸோ I1 I2 இந்த ரிசல்ட் படி எம்ல தான் இருக்கும் ரைட்டா. ஸோ அப்போ I1 + I2 எங்கே இருக்குன்னா எம்ல தான் இருக்கும். ஓகே, ஸோ அப்போ லோக்கல் ரிங்கில் எந்த 2 ஐடியலை ஆட் பண்ணினாலும் அந்த ஐடியல் வந்து எங்கே இருக்குன்னா மேக்சிமல் ஐடியலுக்குள்ள தான் இருக்கும் சரியா. ஸோ அப்போ I1 + I2 வந்து என்னன்னா நாட் ஈக்குவல் டு ஆர். I1 + I2 வந்து நாட் ஈக்குவல் டு ஆர் ஃபார் எனி ப்ராப்பர் ஐடியல் I1 and I2 in R. Okay, so in this case this ring contains no comaximal ideal, contains no comaximal ideals. Okay, அதாவது கோமேக்சிமல் ஐடியல் பற்றி எங்கே படிப்போம்னா சைனீஸ் ரிமைண்டர் தியரம்னு ஒரு தியரம் உண்டு ரிங் தியரியில் சரியா. சைனீஸ் ரிமைண்டர் தியரம்னு ஒரு தியரம் ரிங் தியரியில் இருக்குது. அந்த தியரம் ப்ரூஃப் பண்ணதப்போ கோமேக்சிமல் ஐடியல் டெஃபினிஷன் படிச்சிருப்போம் சரியா. ஓகே, அப்போ லோக்கல் ரிங்கில் கோமேக்சிமல் ஐடியலை டிஃபைன் பண்ண முடியாது. ஓகே, அப்போ லோக்கல் ரிங்கில் நம்மளுடைய கிராஃப் எப்படி இருக்குன்னா டோட்டலி வி ஆஃப் காமா 1 ஆஃப் ஆர், காமா 1 ஆஃப் ஆர் வந்து என்னவா இருக்கும்னா இஸ் எம்டி கிராஃபாக இருக்கும். இஸ் எம்டி கிராஃப். When R is a local ring, R contains no comaximal ideal. So by definition of comaximal ideal graph, vertex set of gamma 1 of R is empty graph. Okay, so we consider from this, we consider only non-local ring. local ring. A non-local ring means it contains at least two maximal ideas. It contains at least two maximal ideas. Z6 is a non-local ring. Z is a non-local ring. Okay. So in co-maximal graph, we consider only a non-local rings. Okay. Suppose R is equal to Z6. R is equal to Z6. Then here vertex set of gamma dash of R is in this ring two ideals, ideal generated by 2 and ideal generated by 3. So vertex set is ideal generated by 2 and ideal generated by 3 only. Okay. So sum of two ideal is equal to Z6. Okay, because this ideal contains 2, this ideal contains 3. So 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. 5 belongs to ideal generated by 2 plus ideal generated by 3. So 5 is a unit element in Z6. So this ring is equal to, the sum is equal to Z6. So, so gamma dash of, gamma 1 of Z6 is isomorphic to K2. Isomorphic, that is ideal generated by 2 and ideal generated by 3. These two ideals are co-maximals, so we get an edge. So this graph is for Z6, co-maximal ideal graph is K2. Okay. Suppose R is equal to R1 cross R2. Okay, where Ri comma Mi is a local ring. Okay. இப்போ இதில் உள்ள ஐடியல்ஸ்லாம் எந்த ஃபார்மில் இருக்குன்னா V of gamma 1 of R. இதில் உள்ள நான் ட்ரிவியல் ஐடியல்ஸ்லாம் எப்படி இருக்குன்னா I1 cross R2 and R1 cross I2 and I1 cross I1, where such that I1 is a subset of IA is a subset of Mi. Okay, and IA வந்து not equal to Ri. IA வந்து not equal to Ri. Okay, here so is a vertex set of co-maximal ideal graph of commutative ring. Okay, but we consider this all ideals of the form I1 cross I2 எப்படி எடுத்துப்போம். அடுத்து R1 cross I2ங்கிற ஃபார்மில் உள்ள ஐடியல்ஸ்னால் இது இந்த கலெக்ஷனில் எடுத்துக்கோம். சரியா, R1 cross I1 டைப்பில் நிறைய ஐடியல்ஸ் இருக்கும், அதை ஃபுல்லாக இந்த செட்டில் எடுத்துக்கிறேன். அடுத்து I1 cross R2 இந்த டைப்பில் உள்ள ஐடியல்ஸ் ஃபுல்லாக இதில் கலெக்ட் பண்ணிக்கிறேன். ஓகே, ஸோ இப்போ இந்த ரெண்டுலேருந்து ஒரு ஐடியல் எடுங்க, இதில் ஒரு ஐடியல் எடுங்க, இதில் எக்ஸ்னு ஒரு ஐடியல் எடுங்க, இதில் ஒய்னு ஒரு ஐடியல் எடுங்க. ஸோ எக்ஸ் எப்படி இருக்குன்னா R1 cross I1 இருக்கும். ஒய் எப்படி இருக்குன்னா I2. ஒய் எப்படி இருக்குன்னா I1 cross R2 இருக்கும். சரியா, இது ரெண்டுத்தையும் ஆட் பண்ணுங்க. எக்ஸ் பிளஸ் ஒய் ஈக்குவல் டு R1 cross என்ன செய்யணும், ஒரு நிமிஷம், இதனுடைய சம் எப்படி டிஃபைன் பண்ணுவாங்கன்னா, நீங்கள் இந்த R1ஐயும் I1ஐயும் ஆட் பண்ணுங்க. I1 plus R1 வந்து என்னென்னா R1 தான், cross I2 plus R2 வந்து என்னென்னா R2. ஸோ அப்போ this x and y are co-maximal. X and y are this equal to whole ring. Okay, so x plus y is equal to R. So x and y are co-max. அப்போ இந்த செட்ல இருந்து எந்த ஐடியல் எடுத்தாலும் அந்த ஐடியல் இங்கே உள்ள எல்லா ஐடியல் கூடயும் கோமேக்சிமலாக இருக்கும். ஓகே, அப்போ நீங்கள் காமா 1 ஆஃப் ஆர் பார்க்குறப்போ இங்கே உள்ள எல்லா வெர்டெக்ஸும் இங்கே உள்ள எல்லாத்தோடையும் அட்ஜசண்டாக இருக்கும். ஓகே, இங்கே உள்ள எல்லாமே இங்கே உள்ள எல்லா வெர்டெக்ஸ் கூடயும் அட்ஜசண்டாக இருக்கும். ஓகே, ஸோ இங்கே எந்த ஐடியல்னாலும் எடுங்க, இதில் எந்த ஐடியல் எடுத்தாலும் அந்த ரெண்டு ஐடியலும் கோமேக்சிமலாக இருக்கும் கண்டிப்பாக. ஓகே, பட் இந்த செட் எடுத்துக்குவோம், I1 + I2. ஓகே, ப்ளஸ் இதில் ஏதாச்சும் ஒரு ஐடியல் எடுத்து எக்ஸை ஆட் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. சரியா? இப்போ எக்ஸ் எப்படி இருக்குது பாருங்கள், R1 × சம் J2ன்னு எடுத்துக்கோங்க. சரியா? இப்போ இதை ஆட் பண்ணிங்கன்னா என்ன வரும்னா, இந்த இது ரெண்டுத்தையும் ஆட் பண்ணிங்கன்னா R1 + I1 வந்து என்னென்னா R1 × I2 + J2 எங்கே இருக்குன்னா சப்செட் ஆஃப் M2 அண்ட் I2 என்னென்னா சப்செட் ஆஃப் M2. ஓகே, ஸோ இது ரெண்டுத்தையும் ஆட் பண்ணிங்கன்னா கிடைக்கிற ஐடியல் வந்து சம் K2ன்னு எடுத்துங்க. இது எங்கே இருக்கும்னா M2வில் தான் இருக்கும். இல்லை, ஏன்னா இது M2 எங்கே இருக்குன்னா R2வில் உள்ள மேக்ஸிமல் ஐடியல். சரியா? ஸோ அப்போ R2வில் எந்த ஐடியல் எடுத்தாலும் அது எந்த ப்ராப்பர் ஐடியல் எடுத்தாலும் அது M2க்குள்ள தான் இருக்கும். ஸோ சம் பண்ணிங்கன்னா K2 வந்து எங்கே இருக்குன்னா M2வில் தான் இருக்கும். ஸோ அப்போ இந்த இடத்துல என்ன வரும்னா சம் K2ன்னு போட்டுக்கோங்க. இது வந்து நாட் ஈக்குவல் டு R1 × R2. ஓகே, ஸோ அப்போ இந்த செட்லேருந்து எந்த ஐடியல் எடுத்தாலும் அந்த ஐடியல் இந்த இது கூடயும் இதில் உள்ள ஐடியல் கூடயும் கோமேக்சிமலாக இருக்காது, இதில் உள்ள இது கூடயும் கோமேக்சிமலாக இருக்காது. ஸோ அப்போ கிராஃபில் இந்த செட்டு வந்து டோட்டலி டிஸ்கனெக்டடாக இருக்கும். இந்த செட்டு வந்து இந்த செட்டில் உள்ள எல்லா வெர்டிசஸும் டோட்டலி டிஸ்கனெக்டடாக இருக்கும். அதே சமயத்தில் இதில் எந்த ரெண்டு ஐடியலை எடுத்து ஆட் பண்ணாலும் கோமேக்சிமல் வராது. அதே மாதிரி இங்கேயும் எந்த ரெண்டு ஐடியல் எடுத்து நீங்கள் ஆட் பண்ணாலும் கோமேக்சிமல் ப்ராப்பர்ட்டி வராது. ஸோ அப்போ கோமேக்சிமல் ஐடியல் எப்படி இருக்குன்னா, இந்த செட்லேருந்து எந்த வெர்டெக்ஸ்னாலும் எடுங்க, இந்த செட்லேருந்து எந்த வெர்டெக்ஸ்னாலும் எடுத்து ஆட் பண்ணுங்கள், கோமேக்சிமல் ப்ராப்பர்ட்டி வந்துடும். சரியா? அப்போ ஆர் வந்து R1 × R = R1 × R2ன்னு இருக்கிறப்போ கிராஃப் வந்து என்னென்னா இது வந்து இதை அப்படியே இதை ரிமூவ் பண்ணிடுங்க, இது வந்து டோட்டலி டிஸ்கனெக்டடாக இருக்கும். ஓகே, ஸோ அப்போ இந்த ரெண்டுத்தையும் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா இந்த கிராஃப் வந்து எப்படி இருக்குன்னா கம்ப்ளீட் பைபார்ட்ரேட் கிராஃபாக இருக்கும். ஸோ இன் திஸ் கேஸ் R is a direct product of two local rings-ஆக இருக்கிறப்போ காமா 1 ஆஃப் R இதை ரிமூவ் பண்ணியிருந்தேன். ஜஸ்ட் இது நத்திங் பட் என்னென்னா எங்கே இருக்குன்னா இதில் உள்ள ஐடியெல்லாம் ஜெக்கப்சன் ரேடிக்கலில் இருக்கும். இதில் உள்ள ஐடியல்ஸ்லாம் எங்கே இருக்குன்னா ஜெக்கப்சன் ரேடிக்கல் இன்டர்செக்ஷன். ஜெக்கப்சன் ரேடிக்கல்னா என்ன இருக்குன்னா இன்டர்செக்ஷன் ஆஃப் ஆல் மேக்ஸிமல் ஐடியல். ஓகே, ஜெக்கப்சன் ரேடிக்கலில் உள்ள எந்த ஐடியலும் ரிமைனிங் ஐடியல் கூட கோமேக்சிமலாக இருக்காது. ஓகே, ஸோ அப்போ இந்த செட்டை ரிமூவ் பண்ணிட்டீங்கன்னா காமா 1 ஆஃப் R என்னவா இருக்கும்னா கம்ப்ளீட் பைபார்ட்ரேட் கிராஃபாக இருக்கும். கம்ப்ளீட் பைபார்ட்ரேட் கிராஃபாக இருக்கும். ஓகே, அண்ட் திஸ் கிராஃப் இஸ் கனெக்டட் ஆல்சோ. Some examples. R is equal to Z2 × Z2 × Z2. ஓகே, இப்போ இதில் உள்ள ஐடியல்ஸ்லாம் எப்படி இருக்குன்னா Z2 × 0 × 0. ஓகே, and 0 × Z2 × 0 and 0 × 0 × Z2 and Z2 × Z2 × 0 and Z2 × 0 × Z2 and 0 × Z2 × Z2. ஸோ இந்த ரிங்கில் உள்ள ஐடியல்ஸ் வந்து இது மட்டும்தான். 6 ஐடியல்ஸ் இருக்குது. ஓகே, ஸோ அப்போ கிராஃப் பாருங்கள். இது X1 X2 X3. ஓகே, இது Y1 Y2 Y3. ஓகே, X1 Y1 Y2 Y3. Okay, sum of Y1 and Y2, sum of Y1 and Y2 is whole ring. Okay, Z2 plus Z2 is Z2 and 0 plus Z2 is Z2 and 0 plus Z2 is Z. So Y1 plus Y2 is Y1 plus Y2 equal to R. Okay, and Y1 plus Y3 also R. Y1 and Y2 are comaximal and Y1 and Y3 are comaximal, Y2 and Y3 are comaximal. Okay, so these three vertices are adjacent. Okay, and this vertex is only adjacent to y3. x1 and y3 are co-maximal. Here z2, here 0. So sum of x1 and y3 is whole ring R. Okay, and x2 and y2 are co-maximal. So x2 and y2 are adjacent, and x3 and y1 are adjacent. So we get the graph. It's a co-maximal graph of this ring. Co-maximal ideal graph of this ring. Okay. Uh, next, graph construction from ideal rings. Okay. Next graph is annihilating ideal graph of commutative ring. Annihilating ideal graph of commutative ring. Okay. So first, suppose I is an annihilating ideal. I வந்து annihilating idealனா என்ன அர்த்தம்னா, if I வந்து ஐடியல்னு எடுத்துக்கிறேன், இது annihilating idealனா if annihilator of I not equal to 0. Okay. I is a annihilating ideal if annihilator of I is not equal to 0. Okay. Annihilator of I னா என்ன அர்த்தம்னா, set of all elements in R such that xy equal to 0 for every y belongs to I. Okay. Given ideal is an annihilating ideal if annihilator of I not equal to 0. So annihilator of I என்ன அர்த்தம்னா, set of all y in R such that xy equal to 0 for every y belongs to I. Okay. Or another way, I is an annihilating ideal. There exists an ideal J such that Ij equal to 0. Okay. I is an annihilating ideal na annihilator of I வந்து not equal to 0, or there exists an ideal I that Ij is equal to 0. Okay. Using this definition, we define annihilating ideal graph of commutative ring. Okay. This graph is denoted by Ag of R. Here R is a finite ring. R is a finite commutative ring. Consider R is a finite commutative ring with identity. In this ring, every ideal is an annihilating ideal. Every ideal is an annihilating ideal of R. Okay. For any finite commutative ring, every ideal is an annihilating ideal. Okay. So Ag of denotes the annihilating ideal graph of commutative ring. Here vertex set is a vertex set of Ag of R is equal to collection of all ideals such that I not equal to 0 and I not equal to R. Okay. I not equal to R. Here two vertices I1 and I2. I1 and I2 are adjacent. If I1 into I2 is equal to 0 ideal. I1 into I2 is equal to 0 ideal. Okay. Here we assume that R is a finite commutative ring. Okay. So in a finite commutative ring, every ideal is an annihilating ideal. So vertex set of Ag of R is collection of all non-trivial ideals of R. So two ideals I1 and I2 are adjacent if I1 into I2 is equal to 0. Okay. Suppose if if R is an integral domain, if R is an integral domain, then என்ன எழுதலாம்னா R contains no zero divisor. Okay, so annihilator of any ideal is equal to 0 for all ideal I not equal to 0 and I not equal to R. If the integral domain contains no zero divisor, so annihilator of I is equal to 0 for every ideal business. Okay, okay, I stop my lecture. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your precious ideas with us.
Thank you, thank you.
How about the session ends without a vote of thanks? No duty is urgent than that of returning thanks. So let's invite Ms. Jenisha here to express our gratitude.
Good evening, everybody. It's my immense pleasure to thank everyone who made this event possible today. First and foremost, I thank our Lord Almighty for His presence in this program. Next, I extend my gratitude to the resource person, Dr. K. Selvakumar, Associate Professor of Mathematics, MS University, Tirunelveli. Sir, thank you for being here in the midst of your busy schedule and accepting our invitation. Your speech was very useful to us. You taught us how to construct graphs from groups and from rings. You also spoke on power graphs and intersection graphs of finite groups, annihilating ideal graphs of commutative ring. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Next, I extend my thanks to our head of the department, Dr. Arufla Mary, who introduced the sponsors of this endowment lecture. I also thank the organizers, Sister Antin Mary and Mrs. Mahila, for their guidance and other faculty members of our department for their constant support and guidance. I also extend my sincere gratitude to Mrs. Krishnamma and Mrs. Gilt, who made this endowment lecture possible. Next, I thank all my dear friends for your active participation. I'm sure this program will be useful for our subject too. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, Ms. Jenisha, for your warm, grateful speech. Without mathematics, there is nothing you can do. Everything around you is mathematics. Everything around you is numbers. So, to make your life interesting, first of all, develop the concept of understanding in mathematics. Mathematics is most beautiful and most powerful creation of human spirit. So let's all get ready to enter into the creation and prove ourselves as great mathematicians. As Gaussians, let's prove that math is the only place where the truth and beauty mean the same thing. Thank you, one and all.